Hi guys, and welcome to Becky B Tarot. I hope you are well. I know it's been a while. My videos are slow at the minute just because I'm going through an energy shift and I'm kind of like working through some shadows. And you know, doing some more healing, inner work healing, because I did a lot whilst I was single, but I'm now in a relationship and that's bringing up other shadows that need to be cleared and healed. So I've been working through those a lot. Yes, so today's pick a pile is, I'm just going with what I've been guided. So we have 3 piles, okay. We have pile 1, which is this Himalayan salt. Pile 2, which is, I think it's called Citrus Point. And then I actually don't know the name of this crystal. It's really cool. I don't know if you can see it. It's like blue and white. I don't know the name of it, but that's pile 3. I'm just shutting my door because I've locked my dog away because she's been naughty. She's like yapping. Yes. So these are the piles, and I've kind of, I was a bit torn between what decks to use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a pile and then I'm just going to do whatever I'm guided to pull on each pile, and we'll see what comes out. I don't know what to call it, whether it just be, what do you need to know, or like what's happening with your situation. I'm not sure. We'll see. But anyway. Pile 1, Himalayan salt. Pile 1. I want this one. Oh, they're telling me I've got to pull all the cards. Okay. So this is pile 1, Himalayan salt. That's it. Oh, that's all they want in this deck. Okay. It. And this one. How strange. Okay, pile 1. Pile 1, Himalayan salt. Pile 1. That's it for that deck. I've just realised I need to timestamp it and I ain't got a pen. Yes, I have. And here's one. Any other ones? And this one they want. I will use my clarifying deck as well if I ever feel like I need it. Please. Okay, that's all I'm feeling guided for at the minute. So, through over here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's timestamp pile 1. Okay, let's see what they want for you. This is a weird, it feels weird. Okay, right, so take this however it resonates for you. This could be someone that you're attached to or yourself. So we've got an issue here with, how do I explain this? It's like a toxic, kind of like a toxic trait to being obsessed with materialistic things in your foundation. Now I'm going to say your because that's how I'm feeling right, but again, take this how it resonates. There's like an obsession, a greed with materialistic aspects. It's greedy. Want diamonds, nice cars, a big house, but it's all a show. It's literally all a show. It's a facade. It's not going to fulfill your happiness. You're just putting on the front because this is what the front that you want. You want other people to think you have loads of stuff. But that's not. Oh, this is your karmic lesson. But it's not. That's not where real life and love. That's not real. You know. Yes. Okay. So now what's coming through is this could be you or someone else. Someone may have been blind to this being their trait, and blind to a nice new. This could be someone else actually. Someone else that may have left you. It's like their toxic trait of being obsessed with money and greed. They was blind to see that they could have built and had a strong, real foundation with you, a nice new beginning. There's some things you were in the dark about. I feel like this person left you. Yeah, they were just blind to this passionate new beginning they could have had with you. And there's definitely some secrets. There's some things in the dark that you don't know about. This is a karmic lesson for them and maybe you, depending on how this played out. I feel like since, again, take it out, whoever, it's taken a lot of strength for either this person to have kind of got over and learn the hard way about chasing the wrong things materialistic, and it's taken them a lot of strength to move to the other aspect, or you, the person that they left, it's taken you a long time to build your strength back up after this happened. Okay, so this could be whoever left. I feel like, yeah, they've recently, the last 2 months, received clarity on how they handle things, what they were chasing, what was wrong, why they're feeling unfulfilled, and they're actually really out in the cold. And I feel like you were the person that they left, or you used to feel out in the cold, but now they feel out in the cold, but they have not forgiven themselves. It's like now they see how much of a fool they've been. They're trying to live and be happy and live life, but they can't because they've got this huge guilt. It was 0808 on the clock then. This huge guilt for what they did and the things they were chasing, and obviously these things that are in the dark that you don't know about. Look out for feathers. Look out for feathers. Your spirit guides and angels are leaving you feathers. That's coming through. I feel like you've been waiting for this person to come in, like passionately, or apologise for being deceitful or being very in and out and not giving you any stability. But it feels like you was waiting on that, but now you're kind of walking away from it. Like you're the person that's actually managing to heal and you're getting on with your life, and the other person's now in pain because they haven't dealt with them and faced, apologised to you, faced what they did, faced themselves properly. Whereas you've worked through this and hopefully you've healed by now, or you're still continuing to heal, but you're walking away from it. You're walking away from waiting and wanting that. You don't need that anymore. You don't need that apology. You know it was their problem. You know it wasn't you. Whatever. You're cracking on with your life. This person is very distraught about how they cut you out and walked away, how they ended things. There was no equal give and take between you both. So I'm getting that they were scared. Either they were scared of how it was, like they were really intimidated by you, but you wasn't aware of this, like how whole and together you were and how in touch with your emotions you were. They were kind of fearful of that, or they were scared because someone else fell pregnant. It's one of those two. Different for different people. But this cycle is coming to an end. It was a karmic lesson, I think, for both of you. This person feels like they missed out on a huge opportunity. They can see how they were juggling. I think this person was juggling you and someone else, and now it's coming to a painful end. I think you had your painful ending whenever this happened, and now it's coming to like a painful ending for this person because they're realizing. They're realising that they were confused about where they wanted their, like what they thought happiness was and how they could get it. And they were confused about what their wish fulfillment was. And now they're kind of stuck. They were blind and now they have this clarity and they almost want to just rush in. Your guides want you to know that you're never alone. Work on making every day count. You have stuff coming in, I feel, over the next 6 months. Like, if you're out of work, you will be getting a job. If you're thinking about moving career, that's happening. You're dusting yourself off is coming through. Getting rid of all the old, it's not a word I use, but yucky is coming through. Like, yucky stuff. All the yucky stuff is going to be coming out of you. And, yeah, you're moving forward, like, with a new beginning regarding your material side, like job. Yeah, like things are changing, movement's happening for you. And as for waiting, I feel in the past, waiting for this person to come forward. Whether you was aware of it or not, inside you were waiting. You're just walking away from that. I don't know more like that. You're like, nah, I'm better than that. Yeah, like, you don't care about conflict. You don't even care, like, and if you do now, you won't, like, you don't care. Oh, wow. Let me get one more card. Oh. If you haven't yet, you are going to be, if you've recently-ish, over the last 6 months, I'd say, met someone new, that might be why you're finally starting to fully detach and work through and move forward, because it's like the last little bits of healing are coming from that person and helping you to heal. The new person, if you've got them yet, if you've got them already, or if not, they are coming soon. I'd say over the next 3 months. The new person's got it all, like everything. Absolutely everything. I feel like absolute, like, stability, like on the material factor, just emotional, like that, like their feelings are there, they're passionate about you, like they're just gonna give you it all. Like, you must have clearly worked through, like, your shadows and worked through a lot, because this feels like it's like a gift from the divine. Like, you was yes, you were waiting, whether you were aware of it or not, but you was working, you was growing, and you've been listening to your guidance. And what's happened is you've worked and healed so much that you've brought in a real life partner, like a soulmate, like true love. Because the person that's either the new person that's here, or if not, they're coming in, yeah, it's not toxic at all, will love you. I'm getting like true love comes through. Yeah, like real life partner, realness about it. And that just like releases you from this kind of like hold of that you was waiting for this person to come forward. You don't need that anymore. You've got it, like you're gonna have, or you've got real love now from someone that adores you and is gonna give you everything you need. And they just want me to pull one from these, and then that's the end of part 1. took back your self-esteem massively, but you persevered on wanting to better yourself and learn from this situation, even though you was actually waiting for this person to come back. You still, like, you was trying to have empathy, even though someone hurt you, like, you really tried to have empathy and try to understand, like, why they may have done it for them. Like, you've been really, like, strong, and you don't have guilt, which is so amazing that because I know when you're heartbroken and stuff, you go through, like, a weird guilt stage that you're like, oh, maybe it's because I did this and I feel bad for this. No, like, you shouldn't have any guilt, and you don't have guilt. You persevered with your healing. You've also been empathetic, like, with thinking about the other person and why they did these things. And you've shown the divine great courage, and this is why you've been rewarded. You've pulled yourself in a true life partner that you absolutely deserve. There is fear in the underlying energy, so things may come up that's a bit hard for you, that are a bit fearful, as in, like, issues that you've come from toxic relationships, and then you're in a real one, and then there might be, like, because you're scared, things might be happening, you might be doing things because you're scared, but I feel like you and this person will easily work through it, and it will gradually get left in the past, and you will be a real strong unit. The energy feels very loving. It feels overwhelming, like, the love is overwhelming. Okay, that was pile 1. Okay, pile 2. Citrus point, or whatever it is, point. Okay. This one. Straight off the bat, there's something dark that's gonna come through. Yeah, I see that, and it tried to pull out. Deceit, something dark. Okay, let's just get the cards going. Okay, and then you want them laid out like this. Okay. Sorry guys, just bear with me. It feels like the same thing, but this is, like, darker. Okay. Oh, and then these ones. This actually feels like the same kind of storyline. Okay, pile 2. Oh. So, yeah, okay, so, well, okay, there was some deceit here. It's really dark deceit, like, just manipulation comes through. It's really dark, like, it just feels really dark. It's hard to explain. Let's get, no, what? They want me to clarify this with that one. Okay. That is weird. Okay, so we've got the deceit card. Something was really like, they had you in the palm of their hand and they played you. The forgive card tried to flip, but it didn't fully come out. Okay. Okay, so basically, there was some deception, I feel, happened to you, but it was really dark. Like, this person may have really, really done you dirty. One of your big life lessons to learn is forgiveness. That's why the forgive card tried to flip. I feel like you've tortured yourself 1,000,001,000 times over this deception, and I'm sure you are aware of it to a certain extent, but this hurt you so bad you have literally locked up your heart and like thrown in a cage and thrown away in the key. There's again the same as with the first group, but this one, there's some information you don't know. You will know at some point about this information. You will, to do with the deception, to do with what happened. I feel like you may actually be, it may be a bit like a happy surprise, like, even though it's bad, but normally by the time information that comes to you, it'll be when you're ready to handle it, you know, or you need to, if it's ready to deal with, or you need to be dealing with it, that's when they'll bring it in. So I feel like, although this deception is very dark, I feel like there was more than one person involved, and whether you, not happy surprise, but there's something to do with siblings here, like brothers and sisters. There was other people involved. When I say other people involved, I don't just mean like, oh, they were sibling with someone else. Like, there was other people that played a part in this. If they have brothers or sisters, they played a part in this. And I don't know, like, if this person left you for someone else, if they have a sibling or siblings, the siblings were helping push the other person, because for some reason there's underlying stuff there. It's different for different people, but I'm getting jealous. If they have a sister, it's to do with jealousy, intimidation, and fear. For some reason, the sister is fearful of you. That take as it resonates. That might be even if they had a brother or whatever, but that really jumped out. But there's a lot of darkness. This person comes from a dark family. There's a lot you don't know about how dark their family really is. Yes. There's some, it's a lot, there's a lot more darkness than you are aware of. Yeah. Some real dodgy stuff going on in that family, like real fucked up, dark stuff. So, when this happened, you became tied up in the pain, tied up in the deception. You have been very, very, very patient. You've been holding on to the burden because you believe that this is where your Ten of Cups was, and you feel deceived because you feel like it was ripped from you, and that's where you saw your emotional happiness, fulfillment, and that's what the burden has been. Even though it was so deceitful and dark, whatever they did, that's not what the huge burden was for you. The huge burden for you was that you saw complete and utter happiness in every format, emotional happiness with this person, and when this happened, it's such a heavy burden to carry because you're confused, because that's what you thought that this person was that, and that's why you locked away your heart, because you were trusting yourself in the knowing of that this was the one and this was going to be it, and then this happened and it was so bad, and that's where the burden lies, not their actions. Even though their actions are bad, it's because you thought, and that's what you believed, and that's what you believed in your heart, and so you were tied up in the pain and tied up in the confusion of that. But actually, we've got here, I feel the door to happiness, what is forgiveness, whether you've reached that point or not, is learning to be happy even though you suffered this, to not wait in that, to not be in that pain, to not wanting revenge and not wanting justice. If you can get on and not want your justice from this, the divine will handle it and the justice will happen how it's supposed to happen in whatever way. But moving away from thinking that this person is your emotional fulfillment, this person is where your true happiness lies, because it isn't. Yeah, you're going to be a different person now when working through all of this pain and doing healing. You are not that person. The fact that you thought this person was your one true fulfillment and they were so dark, no matter how manipulative and whatever they were, that shows that you didn't have self confidence. That shows that you were turning a blind eye, you know, and you wasn't ready to face yourself and face problems and love yourself enough to be around someone that's not giving you what you deserve. So the door to personal happiness is not wanting that, or needing justice, needing this. Is you just working through and learning to love yourself and filling up your own cup, being emotionally happy for yourself. Yeah, you've been working through and working through and working through, and it's taken a lot from you. I feel like you're now in Empress mode. Like, you've worked through this and you're owning yourself. You've ended that cycle of wanting, of looking back, and now you're in Empress mode and owning it. And the other person, do believe me, the other person is watching you and is watching you. The other person's actually moving very slowly towards you to chuck you a message, but I don't for 1 minute believe that you would even go back there, if I'm honest. Clarifying, sorry, because I'm getting no more juggling, no more emotional manipulation. Working and focusing on your money is where you are, and manifesting. Working and focusing on your money and manifesting a loving relationship is what you've been working at, and is what's coming for you. You've been up all night worrying and like stressing over the fact. I don't feel like you've even spoke to this person literally since it happened. I'm getting 1 to 2 years, but that won't be for everyone. It could be 1 to 2 months. You just could not understand, could not believe why this person just walked. Like, how can you just go? There's secrets about this, why this person was in and out. This person I feel like was manipulated as well by other people. Things are balancing out. Things are going to balance out for you. The only difference in this one, what I feel, is that you are ending the cycle, and I feel like this person's actually gonna. Part 1, it was about learning to just move forward, and they find real love, and like it helps heal them, and that's that. But what this journey, this one feels like, you kind of get like, you get to a point where you're so loved and you're working so much that this person's actually going to come back and you're going to tell them to do one. Like, I'm not saying you're not ever going to meet and be with your true love. What I'm saying is that's like your bit of the lesson, your part is, yeah, like mending your own heart, loving yourself enough, and then when they return, you're like, no, thank you. I feel like you've been back and forth again because you felt like this person was your true love. Felt like you were supposed to have it all with them, so you've maybe even felt like is this just a separation? We're gonna come back together, but you've just been blind to how much darkness is, toxicity is around them, and how much they, like, the heartbreak, like all the pain that they caused, and what's really sad is that they're just heartbroken themselves, and that's what they're projecting onto other people. But it's all about you realising that you're not in separation. He's not the love. This person's not the love of your life. Like, take action, move forward. Like, you are going to be successful. Stop trying to control everything. Like, it just feels like you have control issues with every aspect of your life, probably due to the fact that you was more relaxed in this and this happened. But the divine is telling you need to let go, relax. You will get the commitment that you deserve. But I feel like this is a little bit later for you. Like, you need to just move towards, like, career, taking each step, having your new beginning with yourself, like, work for you. It is going to be safe to love. You've got to learn to, like, love yourself, basically. Learn to love yourself. Now, if you have already started loving yourself and owning it, this person is watching you, this person is still toxic, and this person is still manipulative. They just want some of your shine, basically. Yeah, so you will meet someone will come in for you, but this is later on, whereas it's like imminent for pile 1. This is like later on for you. You're going to work through stuff, work through maybe even like moving, career, new beginnings for you. You're going to really get to know who you are, and you're going to stop holding on to the burden of needing commitment and wanting just that commitment. You're going to start owning your own life. And then I feel like when you least expect it, for some of you maybe on holiday, you will meet someone that gives you true fulfillment and happiness. You know, the world's going to become your oyster. And then this person's going to come back and you're going to tell them to do wrong. That was a bit different this one. Okay. Yeah, that's that one, I feel. That was pile 2. Whew. Okay, let's move to pile 3. Just have a sip in the water. Pile 3, please. So pile 3 is this gorgeous crystal that we just do not know the name of. Pile 3. This one. Pile 3, please. So what's coming through is like up in the clouds, on cloud 9. Take that however that resonates. Clouds, clouds, clouds. Unsigned energy is regret. Please. Stop being so tight came through. Again, take that out. Undying energy your heart desires. This one feels a bit different. This one, and then we're done. Undying energy, choice. Okay. I think this one's going to be that this one has a choice, so pile 3. Wow. All 3 of my piles were double numbers. Pile 1, 0404, pile 2, 1919, pile 3, 3434. All when they started. Timestamps. Gotta love the divine. Okay. This is more, okay. This is like what took you to your life purpose. Like, This one's a bit, bear with me, I've got to sit in this energy, this is different. So, whether you're aware of it or not, you've been working towards your life purpose. You're moving away from conflict. So this energy feels like for pile 1 and pile 2, those were the situations, and then pile 3's like, well after, like you're not still in that love issue. You're really moving away from all the external conflict, all conflict that, just with anyone, I feel like you've learned enough and healed enough that you're just moving. Anything that's not right for you, that isn't in alignment for you, you just move. You're walking away from it. You've learned to surrender to the divine. You've learned to surrender. You've learned that changes are healthy. You've learned that changes are healthy. Endings are new beginnings. That you have options, you have choices. And I think this all does spur from a painful ending that happened in the past. You may be receiving a message soon from someone that caused you pain in the past, and what this message will do, it will cause a bit of pain in regards to, it's going to trigger you because there's going to be some information in this that's going to make you go within to think about things. Yeah, it's going to be regarding it's going to be regarding a love connection. It's going to make you go within about how you are, how your emotions are, how you've handled things and handled life. How you were looking at things like differently, and it's just gonna give you that nudge to really jump into working even more on you, especially in your life purpose career factor. It's gonna make you jump from not just, it feels like you're very Queen of Cups, which is emotional, but this is gonna push you to be Queen of Pentacles, like owning your material side, and this message is gonna push you into that. You're going to receive a message that's going to push you into the Queen of Pentacles mode. Focusing on job, career, getting in alignment. It may be something to do with animals, that won't be for everyone. But your next role. Yeah, look, 9 of Pentacles. You're getting clarity about your fulfillment. You're going to fill up your own cup. Like, you are either very happy now, or you're going to get this message that's going to push you into you being very, very, very happy. Just feel like learning to love yourself, cutting out all the wrong, everything that's wrong, that doesn't feel right. You're moving forward, you're learning to just trust and let it all go. You're on the right path, and you're going to be free. You're free to choose what you want to do, where you want to go, and you're kind of just realising that. Yeah, and all this like feeling left out in the cold bullshit, like clarity's coming in. Like, you can feel left out in the cold, even with a job. Like, you could be miserable and unhappy in the job and just feel like, ugh. But clarity's just rushing in for you, like you're getting it. I can go where I want to go. Put an end to trying to be passionate about the wrong things. You're ending that dead by, and you're moving forward to your wish fulfillment. I think there is some slight underlying heartbreak that happens, but I don't feel like it was any time soon. This was further in the past, that kind of got you onto this journey, but now you are wiser. I feel like you've kind of gone through the transformation, whereas the others are like in transformation and coming through it, but you have gone through the transformation, pile 3. You're definitely like under judgment regarding career and aligning yourself, like yeah, like, you know where I definitely feel like you're being tugged and pulled at about something. in your life to do, I feel career, but you're being tugged and pulled and you need to just let it pull you. Just let go with it. You're just, yeah, like you're so much wiser now. You've gone through your transformation. I feel like you've been blocking out clarity for a while. It was like you didn't want to end the cycle, even though you were come through and transforming it. You were blocking it out. You didn't want to end it, but now you're literally one step away from finally just finalizing that whole part of your life and going into a new. And once you do this, I feel like you are going to find a romantic partner. I feel like it's interlinked in why you're being pulled towards whatever it is you're being pulled towards. It keeps popping in your head. It keeps niggling at you about what to do. Like there's something that they're telling you to do, and it keeps going in your head, and it keeps being put in front of you, and it keeps being mentioned, like it keeps popping up. Go with it. Yeah, if you want children, you're definitely going to meet someone after you've taken this step. You're going to meet someone that you will have a child with, or you will, or maybe like they will have children, or you've already had a child and this person will play like a father role. Yeah, it feels like that little bit's like a little cherry on the cake though. But the main thing that's really jumping out in this is you're being pulled to freedom, right? You're being pulled. It's niggling away. It's telling you what to do. You've become wise. You've learned. You've transformed yourself. You have trust. You realise you have choices. Like you've really done the work. So this is just about literally taking that last step of everything you've been working so hard to do, and just move, basically. That's literally what it feels like. I feel like there's one more for you. There's some in this. And this one. Yeah, nourishment is needed. You really need to nourish yourself a bit more. Make sure you're getting some fruit and veg in you. Drink lots of water to help keep you like thinking clearly. So we've got it is what you make of it, which is regarding like you've learned, you understand life now. You're wise. You've transformed. So the whole journey is what you make of it. So do what you know you're supposed to do. Surrender. Keep it moving. Clarity of the mind, you're there, you have clarity now, so, and you are clear that you need to move, but you just haven't done it yet. The answers will come to you, and I feel like the answers are already coming to you. Just let them flow. Like you are getting the clarity, you are getting the answers you need. Just do whatever this pull is. Just move. Just move. Because it's like the last little, getting like the last little bang, the last little nail in the coffin, if you like. Just, I don't know why that came up, but it's the last hurdle, and then you're out and you're clear of everything, and you're free and you're in alignment and you're right where you're supposed to be. Yeah. Okay, that's it for today's pick a pile. I hope that resonates for some of you. I send you so much love and light.